Hi, welcome to Patents TV. I'm your host, Jenna Fallbush, and today I have Sandi Mahl here with me, and she is going to demonstrate the C-Pen, which is a great piece of technology for students who have reading difficulties. So thanks for being here, Sandi.
No
and
problem.
I'm excited to see this. So tell us about the C-Pen.
Well, we're going to start with the regular C-Pen. As you can see, it's really small. It's a handheld optical character recognition device, OCR. What this pen does is it does many different things. It works as an optical character recognition device, does text-to-speech, does text reading, of course, dictionary, scan to file, and sound recording like voice notes. So this one does a lot of different things, and I've got it on here. Now, it has its own speaker. So I could read like this as a student and maybe hear it in a quiet room. But you can't hear that. And it's rewritten right there, and it just goes that fast. So what I'm going to do is plug it into these speakers that we found here, just so that you can hear it go.
We want a picture taken of all staff when we have a break in the action.
And so I could take any of those words and actually highlight it and use the dictionary function with this pen. Perhaps I'm sitting there with a textbook and I'm reading just like all the other students. I really like to pair this device, which we may or may not have shown on Patents TV, but it is called the Aftershokz, and they are bone conduction headphones. There's so many good uses for these. As a teacher, I let my students use one headphone because I always said, I deserve one of your ears. I don't want to go around tapping everybody on the shoulder. These are excellent because you can hear everything around you, and you can also hear the sound that you're trying to hear through the bones right here. They were developed by the military so that our soldiers would have situational awareness while they were still getting orders from their superiors. And it has trickled down to us. These Aftershokz I like because they just plain plug in. They're very cheap. They have to be turned on. They have to be charged. They lose their charge. But this pair I found on Amazon right now for about $40, $39.95. Some of the Bluetooth ones, which allow you better movement if you're just going to use them for other things, are in the 60s to upper 90s right now. So I would push this, and I would only hear it. So I just want you to hear. Okay, but you can also be talking to me. I've got these up very loud right now. They are very loud. But it's not going in my ear. It goes right here in front of my ear. So that person could hear everything that was going on in the classroom, but still be reading their textbook that way. Now, another product from C-Pen, and I should tell you how much the C-Pen costs. The C-Pen is about $205 right now.
Is that in our lending library?
It is in our lending library.
So you can try it before you would request to purchase it.
Yes.
Just request to borrow.
And the Aftershokz in several different versions are also in our library. This C-Pen, I think, is even more useful for the classroom. And I'll tell you why. It's orange. I love orange. That's not why it's better, though. It just reads. That's all it does. Now, these don't attach to the internet or anything. All the programming is inside of them. And this one just reads. So imagine your students that you send out to take a test. You know, they can't define any words. They can't get on the internet. No one has to read the test to them. They can go back over the answers as many times as they want. They can sit in your classroom with a set of headphones on their head so that they have supervision. We don't have to send another person out for supervision. They can go to the library maybe if you did want to send them out of the classroom. But they're just sort of self-contained. They can do this themselves. It's very easy, and it's pretty slick. Every once in a while I've had some problems with some underlining. As a teacher, you just need to find out what it gives it a glitch, which underlining is definitely one, and not put that in your testing situation for those students.
Those are really cool. Thanks for sharing that, Sandi. So again, that's the C-Pen and the Aftershokz headphones.
And they're both available in our library to borrow.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that is it for this episode of Patents TV. We'll see you next time.